Now, this was a year when India avenged the tragic terror attack with a deadly military assault on Pakistan that left most of its air bases in complete ruins. In Pahalgam, 26 Indians were killed, 25 of whom were butchered for being a Hindu. It was a genocide, and India responded to it in the strongest terms. It launched Operation Sindoor, avenged the Pahalgam terror attack. 2025 was a year when India set a new doctrine, drew a red line, declared that any act of terror is an act of war. India also dispatched its parliamentarians around the world to name and shame Pakistan, the world's biggest terror factory. So what all did we manage to do in those 4 days? Tell Pakistan not to mess with us ever again? This report has those answers.
The year 2025 witnessed a 4-day conflict between two nuclear neighbors as India avenged the Pak-perpetrated Pahalgam terror attack. In 4 days, India destroyed multiple Pakistani military bases, destroyed 9 major terror launch pads in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The message was clear. India established its air superiority over Pakistan and crippled its air assets and ended the war after its military objectives were achieved.
India's bold and precise attacks restored the rightful place of offensive air action in the national consciousness. Our robust air defense architecture and offensive employment of long-range surface-to-air missile systems limited the adversary's freedom to operate and ensured safety of our vital assets.
जब जब पाकिस्तान एयरफोर्स ने हमारे एयरफील्ड्स और लॉजिस्टिक इंस्टॉलेशंस में 9 और 10 मई की रात को लगातार हमले किए, वो इस मजबूत एयर डिफेंस ग्रिड के सामने विफल हो गए.
But it didn't end there. India launched a global outreach campaign to name and shame Pakistan, the fountainhead of global terror. India sent 7 delegations comprising of 50 parliamentarians to 33 countries. A bipartisan exercise to send India's message to all global capitals that New Delhi's military response was the result of Pak-sponsored terrorist attack which identified Hindus and shot them in cold blood. The global campaign aimed to isolate Pakistan at all avenues, from FATF to the UN, and ensure Pakistan's terror financing lines are completely choked. Operation Sindoor brought to fore India's long-standing challenge regarding the Pakistan-China collusion. From intelligence to specific military inputs, Pakistan relied on China, was aided by Turkey and Azerbaijan, the two-front war for which New Delhi has long been prepared for.
The success of Operation Sindoor also brought to fore India's sustained investment and focus on indigenous defence manufacturing. In fact, indigenous defence production hit a record 1.27 lakh crore rupees. Exports, defence export, clocked upwards of 23,000 crore rupees. Well, nothing tells this better than the export of the BrahMos missile to Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, and 2026 looks at bringing all those countries a lot more from India.